Good morning. So today is July 1st, and this is going to be one of those random readings where I have no clue where it's going. I have a little bit of an idea. I know it's going to be about feminine energy. I did a masculine reading, I don't know, I think last Thursday or Friday, and I liked the way it comes out. My favorite readings are not horoscope readings. My favorite readings are the one where I feel like Spirit has a message and I'm just going to kind of wing it and see where the cards take me and just kind of go through that way. So this is going to be one of those for July, for feminine energy, kind of like what do we have what do we have to look forward to as far as celebrations, maybe things that we are releasing, maybe things that we need to be on the lookout for, because if you watch any tarot readings or astrology at all, you know we've got a lot of big astrological things in the sky right now. Eclipses, lots of planets in retrograde, all kinds of stuff going on. So I just want to see kind of for myself and for the rest of the feminine energy what is going to be going on. So let's just get maybe an overall theme for July as far as just the theme. What's the theme for July? And these are my goddess cards. So let's see what the theme for July is. What does Spirit have to say that the overall theme of July is? Okay, there's the first card. Prosperity, abundance, abundancia. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Well, for first card out, I totally love that one. And we all know abundance can come in many ways, shapes, and forms. It does not have to be money or love. It could be both. It could be joy. It could be put your name on whatever you want more of. More happiness, more connection, more fulfillment, more whatever. I absolutely love that that is the first card that came out. See, this is why I love these readings, because I never know where they're going to take me. So what else is the overall theme for July for the feminine energy? Overall theme for July for overall energy. I'll get 2 or 3 of these and see what it says. I feel like that one wants to come out. Undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. Take that however that resonates. What else? Let's get one more. I feel like it's that one. Fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Now, I'm going to say I'm surprised to see that. So maybe it's going to start in your mind first, because I thought I heard that, and I like I said, and that one's wanting to come out too. So I'm going to let you, we'll see how the cards come out. But I was under the understanding that when Mercury is in retrograde, sometimes it's not always the best time to start new projects. But that says it is. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So it may be that it's formulating and actually putting it into action isn't going to work. You might want to do more research on that, because I cannot verify or deny. Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. So there could be some confrontation coming up. That makes me feel like we need to stand our ground, make sure we have our boundaries in place. There could be something coming up that is going to test us. So let's just keep going and see where this takes us. Which deck? I want these next. Okay. So these are chakra cards. So what question do I want to ask? What is, let me think. What is something that we can look forward to in July? What's something that we can look forward to in July? Well, we've already got 2 cards flipping out. Creation. Okay, so there's the second card on ideas and creation. So it sounds to me like July is going to be a very good month. Again, it may not necessarily be actually putting it into action, but it may be that we just get a lot of really, really good ideas about moving forward. I'm going to assume in life, in love, in career, wherever that resonates for you. What else do we have? Okay, so I'm trying to think. I asked, what do we have to look forward to? Guilt. Well, hopefully that's releasing guilt. I'm going to keep going. I don't know why we would want to look forward to that. Perhaps the guilt comes from standing our ground, because remember I said stand up for what you believe is right, and maybe that you get a little guilty because you're standing up for what you believe is right for yourself, and it doesn't necessarily work out for the other people or person involved. And there could be some guilt that comes up about that, because you're like, I'm taking care of myself. I'm sorry this doesn't work out for you. They could be trying to guilt trip you. You could still feel a little bit of guilt about it, but I feel like it's kind of a good thing. It feels like it's you're taking care of you for the month of July. And other people may not like that. So just let's keep that in mind. So what else can we look forward to in July? What else can we look forward to in July? There we go. That one flew out. Wisdom. Okay, higher learning. Something's coming in that I feel like I'm hearing the word evolution. You are evolving to another, maybe growth, something. I feel like growth spurt. I feel like there's a lot of growth spurts going on right now in divine feminine and masculine energy. So this feels to me like part of your awakening, maybe like the next step is like something's going to go, aha, I finally get it. Or I'll take wisdom, impatience. You have to look forward to impatience. How does that, it feels to me like something is coming. Something good is coming. Like you have a present that you are about to open and you're like going, oh my God, I feel it so close. And, there's a little impatience that gets you maybe. But I feel like the impatience is because something good is coming. How I'm going to get one more of these cards. What else do we have to look forward to in July? Abundance. Again, that's the second abundance card. See, I knew there was a reason why I was doing this July reading, is because we've got a lot of abundance coming forward for us. That's nice. Okay, let's see. These are my angel therapy cards. So let me think. What question do I want to ask? If we're doing like celebrations and lessons, is there anything that could show up that could trip us up? Is there anything that could trip us up or that we need to be aware of that could be a trigger? Maybe that's what I want to ask. Is there something that we need to be on the lookout that could trigger us or knock us off kilter or something? What do we need to look at that could trigger us or knock us off kilter, knock us out of balance? What's something we need to keep an eye on that could knock us out of balance? I went that one for some reason. Our base chakra. Choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, and finances, as your words determine your outcome. I think that is about like your security and everything. So there could be some old programming that crops up that maybe makes you, maybe this abundance comes. I feel like maybe the abundance like stop, start, stop, starts. And the reason that it starts and then stops and starts and stops is because maybe we use some of our thoughts to be the block for the abundance. That could be, just watch what you think and say, and around your home, career, and finances. What else could trip us up in the month of July that we need to keep an eye on? I'm going for a chakra balancing tomorrow, so I will be talking about that later on this week. I cannot wait to see how that turns out. I feel like I personally have been a little stuck, so I'm going to work on some of my stuff. I feel like I personally have healed about as much as I can on my own, so I have to, I feel like I need to go to somebody else that can help remove some of the blocks that I may have inside of me that I don't even know I have. I want that one. Workshops and seminars. Attending and giving speeches as part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. So what could trip us up? Okay, so that was the question, workshops and seminars. The first thing that comes up is be careful who you listen to, because there's a bazillion people out there that are teaching stuff, I being one of them. So if something that I says does not resonate with you personally, just move on and go about your day. You don't need to believe every single word that comes out of my mouth or anybody else that you may watch or listen to in that regards. On the other side, or the flip side, you may be interested in attending a workshop or a seminar, or you personally doing a workshop or seminar yourself, and fear could crop up into that. So keep an eye out. However that plays out, like I said, don't listen to everything everybody says and buy into it. Just take what resonates for you, and if it doesn't resonate, then it's not meant for you. What else could potentially trip us up in July that could knock us off balance? And that one, past life issues. Okay. This situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. Well, with everything that's in retrograde or going into retrograde, a lot of stuff from the past could be coming up. It might be stuff that you thought you had healed, and you might find it rearing its ugly head again. So if you have a past life issue, or maybe an issue with somebody in your life and you just can't seem to cut that cord with them, it could be that you've got some past life with them, or multiple past lives with them, and maybe you need to seek a professional, like the BQH sessions that I am doing. So think about that. Past life issues could be coming up to knock you off kilter a little bit. What else could come up to knock us off kilter in July for the feminine energy? Here's one. Your parents. Okay. The divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. Keep that in mind. They are doing the best that they can. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. This, I want to bring this up. Everybody knows I love Brene Brown. I talk about her all the time. She was interviewed by Russell Brand, and most people know who Russell Brand is. He was married to Katy Perry for a while, was an addict at one time and has become very enlightened over the last few years. And so anyway, he was interviewing Brene Brown, and I listened to that over the weekend. And one of the questions that she did in her research was, she asked, do you think that most people are doing the best that they can? And when she asked that question in her research, she said most people said, oh, hell no. I do not think most people are doing the best that they can. And then she said, what if God came down and said and told you that person is doing the best that they can? They really are doing the best that they can. She said, how would you have to change your thoughts about that person? You would have to quit being mad at them. You would have to do a lot of things in order to forgive them, because if they really are doing the best they can, you would have to think about it differently. So think about that. Who in your life is doing the best that they can right now that you may have some resentment for? You may believe they are not doing the best that they can. Maybe you think that you are not doing the best that you can, and you've got a little guilt or shame or something about that. So think about that. If God told you that you or everybody else in your life was doing the best that they can or you can, how would that change your thought process? I'll throw that in there for a little bit. What else? I'm going to get one more card about something that could trip us up in the month of July that could possibly knock us off kilter a little bit. I want that one. Indigo. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. I feel like that is somebody that maybe you follow, maybe you trust, or you trusted, and maybe they've said something that's kind of made you go, wait, what? So again, I think that goes back to the workshops and seminars. If there are particular people that you are listening to, that you are learning from, some things will resonate, some things will not. Just take what resonates, and that's your soul telling you, yes, that works for you, or no, that isn't your issue, or whatever. So you don't have to. I think sometimes people want to take in everything, and things can spin them around in circles going, oh my God, is that what's going on with me? And it could set them off in a wrong direction instead of a right direction. So just keep that in mind, is if it resonates, it's for you. If it doesn't, it's not. Let's see. I'm at 17 minutes. What other questions? I've asked, what do we have to celebrate? What do we have to look out for? Is there anything else I want to know here? Releasing. Is there anything that we are going to be releasing? Is there anything that we are going to be releasing? Do I want emotions or do I want blocks? I'm going to do my block cards because we've got the new moon. The new moon is on July 2nd. So that's all about, it's the full moon's on about releasing. And, okay, so, all right. They're like, well, you need to do both. Okay, so this is going to be releasing things that are going to be releasing in July. Could be around the full moon. Doesn't necessarily have to be around the full moon. It could be just for the whole month of July. What are we going to be releasing? And then I want to do an intention. Do some intentions. So what are we going to be releasing in July? What do we got? One, winter. Timing. Oh, divine timing. We're going to be releasing when we think things should have happened, should be happening. That's good, because I know many of us, that kind of falls into that impatience card. We get impatient because we want things to happen faster, and I feel like anytime I see these like timing cards, it's like we're releasing, like, it's like we thought it was going to happen in winter and it still hasn't happened. So you finally throw your hands up in the air and go, okay, I give up. When it's going to happen, it's going to happen. What else are we going to be releasing in July? I went that one. Abandonment issues. Okay, so there could be something that crops up that makes you realize you still have some abandonment issues, and that's something that you want to release. When I go do this chakra clearing thing tomorrow, she said that we're going to do a releasing ceremony. So I got a list of things that I want to release. And anything that I don't know that I need to release, I'm just going to put it, Spirit, take care of it. You are releasing your divine masculine. For those of you, funny that comes up because that's kind of one of the things that I want to release, is I want to be able to release that person in my life that could potentially be tripping me up. Divine timing. That goes along with winter. I already said that. So we're letting go of our own personal timing. I feel like that's where that impatience has come up, and it's kind of like, oh my God, I'm so sick of waiting. And then you're just like, it's going to happen when it's going to happen. So I feel a definite push pull. What else are we going to be releasing in July? Whoa, I don't want all of those. I want this one. Surrendering. Man, there's a whole lot of surrendering going on. We've got all kinds of stuff going on with divine timing, surrendering. That's all about surrendering to the universe and letting the universe have control. God, cards went flying. I'm looking to see if I got them all. Do I want one more? I feel like I want one more. There's one more thing. So apparently July is going to be a big month for just throwing your hands up in the air and going, all right, fine. When it happens, and get your panties out of the bunch that it's in about it's not happening fast enough. It's not happening the way I want it to. I give up. It's going to happen the way it's going to happen. So what else is something that we're going to be releasing in the month of July? Take that one. Third party. So that could be anybody else, could be a karmic relationship, could be a court case, could be anything that maybe has us on hold, that has kept us from feeling like we could move forward on something, and that's going to be released. So some sort of energetic tie. Like, it could be any, take that however that resonates. So let me do one more thing about intentions. What kind of intentions do we need or want to put into place? I've already done those. I've done those. Let me think. I feel like I want sacred power cards. So let's do these, and I want to use my ascension card somehow, so we'll do those. We'll do the final wrap. Okay, so what kind of intentions do we need to put in place for the month of July? What kind of intentions, if I can spit that out, what kind of intentions should we be putting into place? Affirmations, okay. So what else? What other kind of intentions should we be putting into place? And that, I like that, intentions, because affirmations basically are intentions. I have them I don't have any of them stuck out right now, but I have like little Post-it notes, and I have stuff written on there a lot, and have them hanging up on my cabinets and inside cabinets. I go on a tangent every once in a while where I have all kinds of affirmations, which are my intentions to become that person. So let's get a couple more of those. What else should we be putting intentions of in the month of July? Well, all right. I'm like, do I want both of these? Lightning. Energy. That feels like energy. We need to be putting the intention that we have a lot of energy in July, because I feel like I said, this is a month of abundance and creativity, and I feel like we're going to need a lot of energy to pull off what we need to do. We're either going to need a lot of mental energy or we're going to need a lot of physical energy, but for whatever reason, that card feels like energy from like coming down from the skies is what we need to access. Retreat. Our intentions for retreat. So it feels like it's like we're going to be using up a lot of energy. So be careful that you take time out and regroup and recuperate. And it feels like spurts. It feels like you're going to be like going for a few days, and then you're just going to stop. And then you're going to retreat, and then you're going to just kind of like rest and relax, and you're going to like knock it out again. And it feels very much like you're going to be going, and then taking a break and retreating and recharging for a couple of days, and then going at it again. So it feels like a very energetic month. Let me get one more card. What else do we need for intentions that we need to be on the look? What kind of intentions do we need to put out there? Divas. This is third eye. See that third eye? So maybe we need to put some intentions of opening up, tapping into our third eye, paying attention to what messages we get from our third eye, opening up more. However that resonates with you, third eye stuff is coming in. And one more thing. These are just random last minute messages from the universe about things that they want us to keep on the lookout for. Thoughts, feelings, actions for the month of July for the feminine energy. What else do you want us to know in the feminine energy community of things to be aware of, on the lookout of, look what we can look forward to, blah, blah, blah. Any last minute, all right, went back in. Whoa, do I want all these? Well, 3 flew out. Call on your angels. Okay, so if you get stuck, or you get a little freaked out by this forward movement, call on your angels to help calm you. Love your challenges. So there could be, like we already talked about some of the challenges coming up. There could be some challenges coming up for healing, learning, releasing. Don't get freaked out about that. Quiet your ego mind. Your ego could be coming up to cause a little chitter chatter. So keep that in mind. And know why you're doing certain things. Are you doing this because your ego says, ooh, we could get recognition from this. Ooh, this will make us feel really good. Or are you doing it because you're wanting to help people? So keep that in mind. The ego has funny things that it likes to do to make itself feel good, which in the end can also make us look like an ass. Cut your cords. That came up someplace. I can't remember because I've got all my cards piled up. Cut your cords with, hang on, I'm looking. Guilt. Cut your cords with anybody that makes you feel guilty. Cut your cords with the impatience. Cut your cords with anything that you feel like does not serve you well. All right, that's it for now. That is just an overall view for divine feminine energy for the month of July. So depending on how this goes, I might do this at the first of every month. I kind of like this. I like kind of knowing what to look for. I will talk to you later. Comment below, and also put the masculine energy that I did 2 or 3 days ago about what was going on with them. You could find it helpful too, because we both have divine masculine and feminine energy in us. Thanks. Bye.